I made it and I've been ducking and dodging ever since.
Hey, we live here.
What happening?
Hey, welcome back, sick nigga, season 4.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Activate.
This is Mystique,
This is Mr. Everlasting.
and this is the safe word.
Safe word. Welcome to the Floral Ass Parade. We are about to have a good ass time tonight.
That was great.
This evening, we are about to allot. Man, it's Mardi Gras season. You know what I'm talking
Bro,
about?
if
We got to
there
get it
was a
in.
Parade called the floral. What the fuck would they throw off a floral ass parade?
Oh man, anal beads.
Ain't no big.
See what I did there? You see what I did there? Yeah.
You know what? I would love to be at a Mardi Gras parade and just throw out anal beads
I thought anal beads.
and little bullet vibrators.
I would toss cock rings into the ground.
That would probably be better.
That'd be pretty
That
hard.
would be like the trend to go on this parade. I feel like the nice.
You could definitely do that in the training ground.
Don't tell you. Oh shit. Never mind. I got an L here.
They
Never
look
mind.
big.
They already throw condoms and shit out at the trend to go on this parade. What you talking?
You could do that. You could get away with a lot of shit in that parade. I mean, I don't think you can't do that in like the MLK. So the funny part about it is that there actually is a floral parade. Like, and they really don't throw a whole lot of stuff. Could you imagine if there was literally a parade and on the first float, it was just an ass. Like it was a you know how the paper mache floats be? You just got a guy bent over. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what it'd be. I would have Ace Ventura in front of this float. And on the side, it'd be like, excuse me, I would like to ask you a few questions. Remember that? Yeah. See, that's the type of stuff you have to put on the float. So it would literally be a floral ass float. Like it's just a bunch of flowers up and down. But on the front of the float, it's Ace Ventura turned around with his hands on his ass. You should animate it
Oh my lord.
so that the cheeks spread.
Oh lord. Sir, can you
And-
send me the link so I can share?
So no, for real, like
For
listen,
sure.
you know, it's like the Dragon Parade. You know, the Dragon Parade, they blow fire and they blow smoke. Bro, could you imagine if the ass cheeks separated and literally smoke like steam would you want to talk about the funniest shit? Listen,
You know what?
okay.
More people know you in this town than me. I could get away with sitting on top of that float. You couldn't. We gonna be where you live. Everybody know you, nigga.
Yo, I would stand on the top of this float and just wave. Like
You gotta come from between the
And I'd be like-
out smoke. You just gotta appear from like between the ass. You know you got a bald head, so you just come
Bruh.
in.
oh, that sounds like anal birth. That is not no.
Hey, it's your fantasy.
No, that is not my fantasy. I was just trying to make a point. Anyway,
We don't
welcome back to season 4.
Oh,
What'd you say? Season 4? Not 4. She said it wasn't 4. 4 is too
I'm
proper.
trying to get the link because I need to share it.
I just sent it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Man, y'all make sure y'all tap in.
It's not letting me copy it. That's the only thing I need to copy it to post it somewhere.
Send these questions. We're gonna have some Q&A. We changing up the format just a tad bit. We're gonna have some great stuff going on for y'all this year.
Do you have a link to send people on Facebook? Because I can't get the Facebook link. It's not letting me get the actual link.
Let me see.
The ass for it.
Even when you go to the safe word page, you don't see
Let
it.
me try to go to the safe word.
Yeah, just go to the page.
It's just the
If you're in the comments, could you let us know where you are watching from? That would be great.
that would be awesome.
Hey, what up, Marco?
Hey,
What happening then, people?
damn, it is not letting me get the link, the actual link. This is annoying. I'm clicking share and I need the actual. Let me try if I try to do it.
Y'all should make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all check us out on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, the
Mhm.
whole nine. We are
Instagram.
in here. Not only like the safe word, but also like the 2020 podcast LLC.
Please Please say the LLC.
Celebrating 3 years of our LLC anniversary.
Hey,
So-
3 years in that thing.
Hey man, this is lovely.
It's gonna be a lovely, lovely day.
Lovely day.
I'm copying the YouTube to your door.
That's actually what I'm doing too.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna say, because me and my technical, y'all see I got an ailment here.
Yeah, I
This
see.
is what happens when you masturbate too much, kids.
Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. We coming in hot today, goddamn.
Hey man, you know what it is. We getting back to the basics for season 4, y'all. We're gonna start off this episode. We're gonna give y'all a few more people some time to tap in.
Hey, Duchess. Duchess Cashmere.
Hey, Duchess.
What happening, ma'am? How is you? That's so improper.
What's wrong with her issue?
Man, I haven't seen y'all in forever.
I swear, dude, like it really has. It's been forever.
It's been forever.
It has been
forever.
It's been a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yes, I miss y'all.
Same. Like, and it's always funny because we was like, yeah, we should really get to recording. Then we realized, like, hey, the episode drops Friday, Wednesday. We should probably do this tonight. So y'all get to hit the debut live with your folks. We got Sir in the building, of course.
Here, I'm right here. You can't see me, but I'm here.
You gotta like lean back a little bit.
There's dog. There's a dog in the background.
Hey, we gonna teach y'all about pet play later. Ignore the sub in the back. You know how they said, ignore the man behind the curtain, ignore the puppy behind the door.
Yeah. Dog parent now.
And a grandparent.
And a fucking grandparent now.
Which is crazy to even think about.
Bruh, it's a fuck. Still team fuck them kids though.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man.
So what's y'all new year looking like so far, man? Last time I seen y'all, it was literally 2022.
Bro,
I ain't seen you since last year.
Right.
I legit ladies first.
I mean, I got an ailment here.
Yeah, I see you missing an arm.
Yeah, I told you. See, I was trying to jack Andrew off, and all that I pulled a muscle.
I mean,
but I'm gonna tell y'all something. The amount of people who are praying for me is like, it's so weird. Like, why are you coming up here blessing my injury? Like, it feels weird. Like, I don't know. My grandma always said, don't let everybody pray for you. This one lady, she was like, I'm so sorry for whatever happened to you. I'm like, bitch, I had surgery. I didn't fall and break my ass. Like, this was a planned surgical procedure. Like, everybody assumed that I don't fell or ate dirt or something, and they like, I'm so sorry for your injury. It's gonna get better.
You say you fell and ate dirt?
I literally
That's
ate
big.
dirt. That is where it started like 6 months ago when I was fucking going to the ice cream truck for my daughter.
damn.
And I, in the rain, slipped and fell and landed on this hand, and that's where the problem started. It was like in July.
Ooh,
Still went to the ice cream truck to get my baby her ice cream,
dedication.
only for her to complain that I didn't get her the right flavor.
And it's still team fuck them kids.
That's funny.
Yo, I was so mad. I threw that. I'm like bleeding and scratched up and swollen. And she's like, I didn't want that flavor. I wanted a Butterfinger. And I was like,
They make Butterfinger ice cream?
Mhm.
Ice cream trucks still have
What?
Butterfinger ice
Yep,
cream.
still do.
I don't think I've ever had Butterfinger ice cream.
Butterfinger ice cream is not that bad. It's really good. But yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Yo. It is this vegan cashew salted caramel ice cream that
Halo Top?
no, it's made by Soy Delicious.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is the best ice cream I've ever had, vegan or dairy. It is like
Mm.
it has cashews in it and a caramel center and chocolate. It is like hot sex on a winter's night by the fire. That is how delicious that damn ice cream
Okay.
is.
My
It's
I had
like
some-
butter pecan but bougie.
I had some avocado ice cream.
How was it?
Not bad. I mean, like it's the texture.
Chantel said black folk love some butter pecan
Hey, we do though. Every
and raisin rum.
Oh
Bro,
yeah, you
and-
keep that raisin wrong. I don't want no damn raisin.
So I remember as a kid, I was like, oh, would anybody eat Rocky Road? Now I like chocolate marshmallow almonds. was like my favorite. But you know, you said something about ice cream that made me bring you go to Old Dutch. Shout out to Cammy's, man. Old Dutch has been like a staple.
I haven't been
in,
to Old
Mobile.
Dutch, but like 1 or 2 times.
So the Greers by my house sells half gallons of Old Dutch.
Sure the fuck does.
Oh, and they had the coffee. And Old Dutch coffee is like the best coffee ice cream that I've had in a very, very long time. And I'll tell you the truth, the closest thing that I've ever gotten to it was this like espresso mocha that Trader Joe's actually makes.
Yo, I want to go to Trader Joe's so bad, but I just can't fathom having to drive all the way to New Orleans just for a grocery store. Like I want to be.
It's a Trader Joe's in New Orleans?
Yeah.
It is. I'd rather drive to New Orleans than go to Birmingham.
I know. I hate Birmingham. I hate Birmingham.
That's a turn.
That's a
I hate
whole city.
Birmingham as a city. That was where I was stranded. I hate Birmingham as a city, but I hate the drive to New Orleans. So
I love New Orleans.
Yeah, I love that trip.
New Orleans is nice, but I hate that bridge. You know, I have aquaphobia.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Pontchartrain. Yeah, I can see that.
That bridge, like the first time I went to New Orleans, I was like, "People will tell me when it's over." I'm like, "Is it over?"
Now you think so it's not the fact that it's a bridge, it's the fact that it's the water.
It's the water.
Whoo, Lord, there's a bridge in the West Bank that is
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's about this thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And when I tell in New Orleans, like, yeah, and when I tell you I had to go across it once, and I was like, never again. And heights don't bother me. Heights don't bother me. Like the bridges don't bother me, but it's steep. Like it's so steep. It's so steep. It make you feel like you driving over the St. Louis Arch. Like it is just ridiculously high. Like I you know which one I'm talking about? I can't do it.
I will piss myself.
I can't do it.
I've just gotten to where I can go under the Bankhead Tunnel without crying.
Oh, really?
Wow. Really?
I hate anything like closed in spaces.
And
like
I'm
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I'm claustrophobic and I have aquaphobia. So it's
that's rough.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, going under in that tunnel.
Tunnels, water. Like I hate when we have to go across the bay because it's like
take the long way.
Yeah. That's a long.
I mean,
yeah.
I understand.
2023 gas prices. I'd rather face my fears, my nigga. Like
it's not that bad.
It's like an extra 5 minutes.
Okay, well that's not the bad thing.
Like you go through Africa Town.
Yep.
You can go through Africa Town. Take the Cochrane.
You know what? This Black History Month, I'm gonna go to. I've never been to Africa Town.
Wow.
You should.
I've never been, and I'm like, I should be ashamed. I've been down here like fucking 10, 13.
Yeah, happy Black History Month, everybody. We back.
Yeah.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm a nigga, but still.
Before we even get started, we're trying to get y'all some time to come in. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us tonight. The Door Friendly Franklin African American Heritage Trail. If you ever in Mobile and you want a guided tour of the history, especially the African American history in this city, do a tour with them. They take you through Africa Town. They take you through all of like the points. Oh no, they drive. They got like a bus and they take you all around the city to all these points, and then you kind of get out and they explain and give you the history behind them and all that kind of stuff.
See, now I got something to show my friends because like I be trying to get my friends from out of town to come visit Mobile, and they be like, "What's in Alabama?" And I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't got nothing to offer you but me." Like I'm the most interesting thing because they be like, "Ooh, we can go to Mardi Gras." And I was like, "You see there, I don't go to Mardi Gras, but I have friends who love Mardi Gras, so I'm gonna hook you up with my friends, and y'all can go Mardi Gras."
You don't like Mardi Gras?
No, we're not. Crowds.
Too many people.
Too many people, crowds, drunk folks. It's. I did Mardi Gras enough when I first moved down here. I don't like, even this was before COVID. I don't like the elbow to elbow people jumping around me, folks wanting to fight over fucking moon pies, which are disgusting.
You stand in the wrong place. Wait a
Barbie LaBruja, what up?
Wait a
So these two girls fight over teddy bear one time.
Wait a minute. We're not finna disrespect moon pies like that.
Oh, moon pies are nasty. I literally
just say they not your kink, because moon pies are
pies make your mouth do that thing.
The moon pies you eat, maybe.
Somebody tried to throw a whole big ass sack of moon pies at me.
Sounds about right.
I did that.
Sounds about right.
That's horrible.
My mom called. She was like, "Girl, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Mama, I'm not finna eat the moon pies." Like, and that was before I had kids.
I only.
So somebody threw me that, and I was like, "Ugh," and I like dodged it. It was
I
like a
go
sack
to
this
Mardi
tall.
Gras. I go to Mardi Gras for the sole purpose of grabbing me at least 10 banana moon pies.
Okay, will you still love me if I tell you this?
Of course.
I step on them bitches on purpose.
That fucked up.
You were. That is. It's almost like. It's almost like.
See,
That's
It's
just- Sound like
blasphemous
the
almost, but it's okay.
see,
It's okay.
agreed.
You know what? I get it though. You're not from here, so you lack the
Mhm.
respect that it takes to appreciate
I
Mardi
don't
Gras.
like marshmallowy shit. I like a roasted marshmallow, but I don't like the texture of moon pie. I don't like the crumbliness. It's the crumbliness, and it's like that top cookie. It's too soft to be a cookie, but it's too hard to be a cake. And then you put that ooey gooey center in it, and it's just
So it's a sensation thing and not a.
it's a
taste thing.
flavor thing too, because it
Oh.
tastes like ass too.
Oh goddamn!
Not that I've
I'll
ever
try.
had ass before, but I'm assuming it tastes like sweet ass.
Stop assuming.
Nigga, I ain't never had ass.
You're making an
before.
ass out of yourself.
Shit, I don't know. You eat ass?
No, I don't. My girl ain't for that.
Moon pie me, I will be there the last 3 days.
Hey,
Oh shit. Well, mama, you can have all the moon pies. Oh Lord, my mother's here.
Wait a minute though. Wait. You know what? Never mind. So
Wait.
bruh, we
No.
got
No.
Celeste says moon pie tastes like wax and disappointment.
Wax and my, you know those little wax candies you used to get with the
oh
little
wait, time to fuck. Y'all not finna do this to me. I have waited a whole 365 to go get this banana moon pie, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are a lot of knockoff marshmallow pies out there.
No, I've had.
We
moon
ain't
pies.
talking about Little Debbie, Big Deborah. We ain't talking about Big Deborah. We ain't talking about none of these other, head damn all of that. I need 10 banana. I need a double-decker salted caramel and at least one vanilla and probably one strawberry and one orange before the season's out.
Not an orange. You the
Yeah.
orange ones?
I've had one of those too.
No,
Now, here's the thing though.
but-
So here's the thing though. I don't like.
Are you
Okay, if you get the ones with the ridges,
But
yes,
y'all, this the
I'm
nigga
fine.
that- Y'all remember when I said I like chalk dirt and he was judging me and he over here eating moon pies?
because the moon pie is actual food.
Chalk dirt
She
is
got you.
Chalk dirt is
Got
not
you.
food. It's dirt.
It is
Dirt
dirt.
is in the
And you
title.
know what? I would rather eat dirt than a moon pie.
What in the whole hell?
She said I don't raise it like that.
Man, Mom, you know I hate-
Thank you, Mama. Like,
Mom, you know I
tell
hate moon
her,
pies.
bruh. Listen, let me tell you something. If you take,
Hey. Okay, Celeste.
take your moon pie, yeah,
I'm not heating it up. People like if you stick it in the microwave.
that's it.
Then it
That's
burns your
it.
tongue and
That
sticks
no.
to your face. You know
No. I take a double-decker moon pie. I put it in a bowl. You put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. Then you get you a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. You stick it on top and you eat it together. That
Moon pie a la mode.
Sounds
Bro.
like it's gonna make you shit. That's what that sounds like.
and
Sounds
dirt
like-
don't make you shit.
No, dirt constipates
Oh,
you actually
my
if
God.
you don't eat it correctly.
Why would I want to be constipated?
You have to drink water when you eat the dirt. Like
So dirt and water is a
microwave-
full nutritious
not
meal.
with a piece of cheese.
Nah, I ain't never heard of that.
Okay, see that's a little bit too far for me.
You eat a orange moon
I'm
pie.
not that deep in the trenches.
So, nigga, you saying my mom in the trenches because she like cheese?
On the moon pie, yeah. Sorry, mom. Sorry, mom.
You know what? I ain't
You
even
cool,
mad
though.
at it. My grandfather used to eat sharp cheddar in between Oreos.
Nah.
Cheddar and cheese go together. I mean, I'm
Cheddar
sorry,
and,
cheddar
cheese
and cheese.
chocolate.
Cheddar and chocolate
Yeah.
go together. Cheese and
A lot
chocolate
of
go
work to
together.
make it taste. See, thank you, Ariel. See,
No, it ain't. You know what?
okay, what we could do is
Y'all ain't
now
finna diss.
I've done a honey bun and cheese now.
I've heard that too.
You can eat a honey bun, but you can't eat a moon pie.
Because a honey bun is a delectable gourmet treat.
Honey buns taste like sugar and film.
Nigga, the same film that's on the moon pie.
Absolutely not.
Bruh.
We ain't finna do this.
Bruh.
What up, Wyatt?
We no.
We're talking about moon pies right now. We're gonna get to the itinerary in a minute. But they're going
Evidently,
on.
we started with season 4 and we already breaking up because we breaking up over moon pie.
Look at this shit.
If I ever go to a parade, I will sack you up every moon pie I get.
Now, let me say this.
I won't even let my children.
No. Now let me say this, and you can judge me all you want to. I don't eat chocolate moon pies. Chocolate moon pies do taste like ass. I don't like the
racist.
Y'all visiting.
Hey, look, man. Hey, I'm not racist. It's perfect. I like the yellow ones. That's all it is.
Oh my God, moon pies are like the chicks who are available at last call at the bar. You gotta be hard up for a sweet snack. See the moon pie. It's like, oh,
if you eat s'mores, you eat fucking moon pies.
No.
Yes.
I don't really like s'mores. I just like the marshmallow.
Bruh.
You just said you didn't like marshmallow.
No, I said.
You know what?
Nope. I said I did not like moon pie marshmallows. The only way I like marshmallows is toasted and burnt.
Oh my God.
But the moon is the
Honey Buns then got shot. Honey Buns on lemonade.
See, are we gonna have a dessert war?
They are.
We can fight over.
I will never, bro. Let me tell you something.
Oh man, I'm picking too many fights. With
I had a honey bun for the first time in probably. I had it about 2 months ago. That's the first time I had a honey bun in probably 3 years.
Honey buns ain't as good as
I ate half of it and just gave the other half.
Okay.
Well, like I cut it in half and I just had to give it away.
I'm gonna leave this alone, but I got one more question.
Yes,
I agree, Celeste.
And we gonna
especially the cosmic ones,
especially the corner piece. Yo, my boy DeMarco, them corner piece brownies, y'all. Them brownies so good, like. But let me tell you, do you eat Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah.
Nigga, you eat. I will never trust your food.
I ain't had a Tootsie Roll in a while.
You eat Tootsie Rolls?
Well, I was asking how was strawberry moon pies.
Nasty.
You don't even eat them.
I will try anything twice. I've been every single flavor of moon pie and spit it out.
Because you had it already made up in your mind that you didn't like moon pies. Strawberry moon pies, they're not that bad, but they're not my favorite. I'm a banana guy first, salted caramel second. The rest of them is just kind of like.
I've never had the salted caramel.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
You
don't even want to give it a shot.
What up, Fluffy?
Man, listen.
You not disrespect honey buns. That's college survival food 101.
No.
Now, what kind of honey bun? Did you eat the little Debbie honey buns? Or did you get the
No. Hold up. A new contender has entered the ring. She gonna stick with the pecan spin wheels. I'm not from the library.
Ariel.
Them bitches slap, bro.
I love
them.
And the fact they come 6 in a pack is a crime,
bro.
Them circle.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, them nasty too.
No, you tripping.
Hey, you know what I just figured out? You know what I just figured out? What? We are talking about the vegan. She don't like sweets.
Oh,
She don't like sweets, but she love dirt. That's
I tell
dirt is vegan.
Dirt is vegan.
Food opinions started before I hated moon pies before I was vegan.
Damn, why taking shots now? Damn it! Look at y'all. Just started a war.
And all of this before I was vegan, so we not even go.
But you know what? No. But you want me to. Okay, you said you was gonna put it to rest, but you want me to believe that the brownie corner piece that you gonna stand on that hill.
Only the black licorice Chantel.
The brownie corner piece is the most elite piece on the brownie.
It is not. I will cut a piece dead out the fucking center.
Ew, no, you don't have any.
Jeez, I don't want no crunchiness on my brownie. Brownies. So,
hold on, time out. Let me ask this as a third part. Let me ask this: with the brownie situation, is this with ice cream or without ice cream?
I just like a naked brownie.
Okay, if it's with ice cream, I want a centerpiece.
Twizzlers, I want a divorce.
Wow.
That's my homegirl right there, Chantel. I want a divorce because you talking about Twizzlers? No.
Black licorice is terrible, but I like red Twizzlers.
Yeah.
So. Twizzlers taste like drinking straws that are edible.
Celeste, you risking getting kicked out of the chat. I'm just letting you know. Pecan spin was a toxic. They really end by being the most in the middle and then dry fuck them when you go outward.
That's horrible.
She said the M word, moist.
Yeah, y'all know how I feel about that word.
Moist.
Yeah, so y'all gonna.
Hey.
All right, man. So y'all ready to talk about some sex?
Let's do it.
Yes.
We're talking about food forever.
I still love you, baby. I still love you. Don't worry, but I ain't eating no Twizzlers with you.
So we welcome. So yeah, everybody, welcome. We're gonna re-intro this thing because
this is Mystique.
This is Mr. Everlasting.
And this is the safe word.
Safe word. And we are here to welcome you to season 4.
And we know who got the best after sex snacks too. I see that now. Come to somebody's house and give them some good ass, and they like, oh, here, have a pecan wheel and a Twizzler. Just imagine you done laid on some good sex, and they like, yeah, have a pecan wheel. It tastes like they do taste like nothing. But anyway, let's continue.
I will spit this word.
I
How long
love
this
that we
damn
just
mic?
went on a whole food war.
Oh, we are here to talk to you about bringing it back to the basics. How do you introduce your partner to kink? So where do we begin? What is kink? Kink, by definition, is a bizarre or unconventional sexual preference or behavior. It is a person characterized by such preferences or behavior. So, Mystique, in your opinion, what does kink mean to you?
I think a kink is something that it's nice to have this with your sex. It's something that gets you going. It's something you like. You know, it's like is my mama still here? Let me figure out when it's polite to say about my mother. I appreciate the support, but dang, I feel naked. But let's see. I have a kink for, damn, I got so many. Like impact play. I like impact play. That's one of my kinks.
Okay.
So it's like I don't always have to have impact play with sex, but it's nice to have. I feel like it's something that you like, something you enjoy, something you thrive on. But I feel also that people have trouble because what they'll do is they will mix up fetishes
Absolutely.
and kinks. And I feel like we really need to talk about the difference between a fetish and a kink, because a fetish is something, I'm saying polite in this dress. A fetish is something that you have to have, like you need to have. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Like you have to have this in order to have sex or enjoy sex. It's something it's just one of those rock solid things. Am I right along? What's the professional definition?
So essentially, a kink will enhance your pleasure with the partner, but fetishes essentially replace your partner. A fetish is similar to a kink, but the difference is that something that is a fetish has to be present in order for a person to be able to achieve pleasure, able to achieve orgasm. For an example, if you can't come without a vibrator being a part of sex, that sensation that you feel from the vibrator, that is a fetish for you. You need that.
I had a foot up. I shouldn't say this phone out loud.
Oh, yes, you should.
Because someone with a foot fetish fuck somebody with no feet. Because you know everybody got feet, but it's like, so you know feet are mostly always present. So if somebody got a foot fetish, like if they meet somebody with no feet, like
probably not.
Oh, now I'm serious, like from an educational standpoint.
No, just being real. I mean, it sounds funny. It sounds kind of fucked up, but seriously, probably not. Because you got to think, if they have a foot fetish, not only do they want to worship your feet, but a lot of like men who have foot fetishes, they want to come on your feet. If you don't have feet for them to come on, well,
I think I would like the sensation between my toes. No, I can't tell that story. Nope, I said I was gonna stop doing it.
Yeah.
So
tell the story.
I used to talk to this dude who had a foot thing, and I don't know if I ever told the story about the dude with the foot thing.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, because I said I would take that to the grave because I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, tell his story.
Nope, don't judge me. Me and him got in an argument, and you want to know why me and him got in an argument?
Yes, it sounds fantastic.
Because I wouldn't send him a picture of my ashy feet. He wanted a picture of my feet while they was ashy.
Wow.
Like ashy. Like before I got a pedicure and ashy.
Bye, Mom.
Thank you for the support, Mom. I love you.
So this was like.
And I was like, nigga, I'm not sending you a picture of my ashy feet. And he got mad and hung up the phone on me because I would not send him a picture of my feet being ashy.
Not being funny when I asked this. Was he white?
No. I said nigga. Oh, I was calling everybody nigga.
Yeah, you do. That's why I just had to ask.
So let's stop thinking the same thing.
You know, and I asked that because I mean, like,
I feel like I'd be more offended.
Slave feet sound like some shit a white man want to see. Like, you just do.
Slave And you know what? I was cleaning out my, and I'm gonna be honest.
Happy Black History Month.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I sent the picture to make him stop being like. He was like, "Just send me the picture." And I'm like, "Really?" He was like, "When you get out the shower, let him get a little ashy." And I was like, me and him argued on the phone because he wanted.
Yo, you know what you should have did?
What?
You should have went and got like a little flower. And just like sprinkled.
Get the fuck off. I quit. This is not Mystique. But yeah, I said to him, I let my feet get. I was like, is this boy serious?
I was this close.
Is this boy serious that he wants a picture of my ashy feet? And I went ahead and sent it to him. He was like, thank you. And I'm like, he jacked off to my ashy feet. Like, I don't.
That is unique. It's not my kink, but it's unique.
It wasn't mine either, nigga. Like, I done got my toes sucked on. But that's one thing, get my nicely pretty pedicure toes sucked on. But a nigga wanted a picture of my feet. Oh, and he didn't want toenail polish on me either.
Slave feet.
Yeah, he wanted.
I ain't saying your feet. Okay, let me stop.
No, my feet fucking bad.
I'm not saying that you have slave feet, but just think about this. Ashy, no pedicure, no polish. Them slave feet. I mean, we make that. It's not, to make the joke or make light of that, but I'm just saying, you get what I mean? Like,
no, I can't tell that.
My wife is a fetus feet and ass thing. She ain't fucking with feet. She ain't fucking with ass. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just her thing. So that's why when you said it earlier, I was just like, nope, nigga, because feet is feet and ass is ass. Them her words. Those are her words. But, and I ain't got a foot fetish by a long shot. But there is something about seeing a woman with like a nice pedicure that can be a turn on.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you're well groomed and you're nicely groomed. And that's what really made me mad. It's like, you want me to send you ashy feet? Like, what's next? Stinking coochie? Like, I draw the line at stinking coochie.
It's a thing.
I draw the line. I mean, I'm not going to keep shame. The trauma. But I'm not going to keep shame. But it's like, if you like the look, if it don't mean a thing, if it ain't got that twang, keep it. If you into like stenches and odors,
I ain't fucking nobody where they sit down ass thing. I am not.
I'm not gonna judge what you like. I'm gonna question your judgments.
I'm so glad my wife got good hygiene. Jesus. Ooh, Jesus.
Like, no, I have to have. I'm fat already. So fat because like somebody asked me because I said I had to take a shower before I go to the gym, and they're like, "Why do you shower before you go to the gym?" And I had to explain that because I'm fat, people already have the perception that you're going to smell. So I have to shower and put on light smell goods before I go to the gym, so I don't go to the gym site.
You don't want to be right.
I want to be right. I don't like oh no, I'm sweating. I don't like this. And my trainer be like, well, everybody be sweating and smell of me. I'm like, no, but I'm gonna extra funky.
Yo, listen, I get it. I work a desk job, but like sometimes like I get out and what I'm saying, I'll be walking, doing what I gotta do, and you get to moving around.
Your ass gets sweaty if you sit on your ass a long time.
I mean, your whole body will eventually. I mean, you gotta think like this, like I sit in a glass office.
Ooh.
So the heat is constantly on me. I got home the other day, and when I take, and this is I always take your showers, your deodorant, your smell good. So I get out the shower, realize I gotta go to the store because I'm out of deodorant. I'm living at the end. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Out your shower because
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And I was running late, so I didn't get a chance to stop beforehand. So I get home, I got my other oils, I got my cologne and all that kind of stuff. That's fine and dandy, bro. When I tell you I got home and I got undressed, I went to raise that shirt up. I went, oh my God. She was like, what? I was like, I am going to the shower right now.
Yo, that is the worst feeling in the world. You know what? I'm going to tell you, you told on yourself like that. I had COVID.
I ain't telling myself that is fact, man. If y'all ain't never smelled yourself after a hard day,
let me tell you what happened to me.
I had
COVID back in
I smell like a grown ass man, dog.
I had COVID. And when I had COVID, you lose your sense of smell. Mm-hmm. And I was in quarantine and I was showering, but I was so sick that I was shy when I could get myself to get up. I get in the shower, get it, but I wasn't taking extreme care of myself. I didn't have no sense of smell. I told my cussed Andrew out because I'm like, nigga, why you didn't tell me? But also he wasn't coming in the room, so I didn't have no smell. That was the time I had no smell with COVID in. So I'm like, okay, I don't smell, and bro, let me tell you how I found out I had a sense of smell. I was laid in the bed, and that's how I knew my smell was coming back. And I was like scratching my arm. I was like, God damn! And I was like, oh shit, I can smell again.
That's funny.
I was like, God, I was laid because I was in the room by myself, and I had raised my. I was like, oh God damn! I was like, I'm musty. And I was like, I can smell. And I was like, Andrew, I'm musty. I can smell. And I was like, what the fuck? And Andrew was like, huh? He was like, huh?
Chantel said, I always thought of kink being an action and a fetish being object related. I know those are different definitions for both of those words.
I like that.
That is you know what though? That is true. You know, the only reason that I don't particularly, that's a good, I mean, don't get me wrong, that is a very good way to think about it.
I really like that definition.
And the only reason that I won't completely agree with it is the fact that some fetishes for people don't necessarily have to be a tangible object. Like I have a thing for tattoos and piercings. I would consider that a fetish, although I don't necessarily need it. You know, it's not something that I'm required, but I can't physically do something with a tattoo. I just like the way they look. It is appealing to me to see ink on a woman. It just is. And I think that there is a certain way that you can do it, because you can overdo it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I love thigh pieces, ass pieces, you know, like, but not a fan of face tats, not a fan of neck tats, particularly, not on a woman. You know, if you do that, that's your thing, hey, rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to necessarily turn me away either.
And I like to think of a kink too as stuff that you're more in. I feel like fetishes, people are locked into their fetishes and really know, they know more about their fetishes. But I feel like with a kink is more of things like you may like, but you have yet to experience. Because we know that I got the alien thing. And, you know, I've never done nothing with it. But I have it. So.
He's so funny.
I would be open to it if the opportunity. Well, fuck, if the opportunity. Hold a minute now. What kind of extraterrestrial world would alien sex would have? You know, I tried to get Mr. McTitties to dress up as an alien and have alien sex.
There is a show. Ooh.
You promptly told me to kiss his ass.
It's either on HBO Max or Netflix.
What?
And it's like it's not anime, but it is like no, it's live action.
What's it called?
But the thing that you were telling me about, the alien with the tentacles and all of that.
Thank you for telling in the class. I appreciate it.
I said that you were telling me about. I didn't say you particularly. You just told me so. See, you did that. But that's what I saw. That's what they I mean, it was live action, but there was a scene on this show. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send you the link. And it was just tentacles.
I saw that
everywhere.
What the fuck?
Everywhere.
First off,
it blew me.
You gotta come pronounce that.
Somebody Google that shit. Hold on.
Right. Selismophilia. I feel like the P be quiet.
You feel like the what?
The P would be quiet in that.
The fuck is this coming and using these big ass words?
That's Celeste though. Celeste is gonna kick your ass with a word. I would hate to play you in Scrabble, Celeste.
She's gonna know. She's gonna know a lot.
Explain it to us, Celeste.
Spell it.
PSELLISMO.
What?
PHELIA.
That is very interesting.
What is it?
Arousal of people who you're aroused by people who stutter.
Whoa. She said, "Don't judge me."
No, nobody's
We're
judging.
not gonna judge you.
Yeah, this is the judgment free zone.
I would love to know why, if you feel comfortable sharing.
That's wild.
No, that's that. Hey, I'm with it.
I've never heard it.
I me either. But I mean, and that's the beauty I think of kinks, because there's something out there for everybody. So just talking about basic kinks.
I done found a lot. You done sent me down a rabbit hole.
Just talking about basic kinks, some things that you always need to consider is first and foremost consent.
Because consent is what?
Consent is sexy. So consent. Before you try anything with anybody, please make sure that you talk about whatever you'd like to do beforehand with your partner. You always want to make sure that everybody is, and I love this word, enthusiastically.
So with the list, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comment. So I'm aroused by women with the list. So with the list, do they need the gap to go with the list? Is it like a combo, or can they have a list without the gap? Because I feel like most people who have lists have gaps.
Not all. Not all. I know quite a few people with lists that don't have gaps.
Mm-hmm. I was just asking. Continue.
But I was just saying, make sure everybody enthusiastically consents to whatever the activity is going to be. Because if your partner is not comfortable with something, it is not going to be enjoyable. And the thing about sex isn't supposed to be enjoyable for all parties. But don't pressure or force anybody to partake in anything.
And don't surprise them. And
this really leads me to my next point. Limits. Everyone has them, no matter what they say. If somebody tell you they don't have no limits, run.
Run like hell.
Run. Because everybody in some form of fashion has limits. And they are different limits, but I mean, you need to know them. You need to talk about them. Most importantly, you need to respect them. And you got two different types of limits. You got hard limits and you got soft limits. So your hard limits are things that are completely off the table. Like, don't even try to negotiate them or pressure them. That's just it. If they tell you they ain't with that shit, they ain't with that shit. Leave it alone. Because if somebody is uncomfortable with it, you know, it's their body. And once again, it's their experience too.
What's an example of one of your hard limits?
Needle play. I don't do needle play. I don't do blood play. I don't do scat. I don't do
vomit, urine.
Yeah, I don't do waterboarding.
You know if somebody asks me to, never mind. Urine.
I'm not into water sports, scat play, blood play, needle play.
Mine is none
like those are non-negotiable. Like don't if that's your thing, cool. You can
like aside of genital body fluids that is not like I think I call them non-meaningful body fluids. I can't remember how I pronounce it. It's like unless it's like a natural sex fluid, no. Like and no passing gas.
What about spit?
Okay, the thing with spit is I hate spit, but I can deal with some spit. Like I don't want nobody to like if they're giving me head like to spit on my vagina. That is a turn off. Please don't spit on my shit. That is.
Celeste says, I experienced something like that during high school towards a guy who had a stuttering impairment. No idea there was a name for it until a couple of years ago.
And you know what, Celeste? That's the beautiful part about kinks is that so many people give kinksters the side eye, but they are all everybody is into something and they don't know that there's a name for it. They don't realize that it is a kink. They don't know how to define it. I mean, it's similar to, people who like they ass smack during sex or being choked during sex. All of these things can be kinks. They are kinks. You know what I mean?
I love meeting somebody and like finding out their kinks. It's like when you meet somebody and you find out like, so what are you like? What gets you going? And it's like they be like, oh, and it's like I love like when people have the interesting kinks.
What are your hard limits?
My hard limits are, hold on a minute, I have a resume.
Damn. Wow. I wasn't ready.
Yes, you've never seen, I think I thought I showed you my kink resume. I have a resume that shows like, shit, where is it?
I was just saying, well, tell us what's on it.
It has my kink resume is something because I've come to learn that I am more dominant than I am submissive. You remember when I tried to be a full submissive?
No.
I tried for a little. After we came from Kinky College the very first time, and I was like,
that lasted what, 17 days? It ain't last that long, did it?
Nigga, did it last that long? I tried my best.
You tried.
So let's say, wait till you read about the kink where people get wet from stealing. You know what? All that makeup thievery makes sense now. I knew it couldn't all be makeup. I knew it.
So while she's looking up her resume, I just want to touch on the other half of this, which is soft limits. Soft limits are something that a person might express interest in, but they want to proceed with it cautiously. And they want to also be able to cut the cord on the activity for any reason should they feel uncomfortable, aka use what we like to call a safe word.
Joking about what?
The getting wet from stealing comments.
I feel like people who kleptomaniacs, I mean, if you think about it though, you remember, if you ever seen the Bonnie and Clyde story, how they used to fuck after their heists and robberies and shit. I can see that being a thing. Okay, but some of my hard limits are, it is Black History Month, so I will start with single tail whips or whips of any kind. Urine play, golden showers, little space, race play.
Race play is on my hard limit list too.
Race play is on my, if you even try, motherfucker. Like race play, master slave, weight related insults, tickling, blood play, belts, and anal penetration. That is on my hard limits. And my soft limits, I have degradation, vaginal penetration, breath play, gags, full body restraining, blindfolds, and kissing are on my soft limits. So that's how. But if you can, I know y'all can't see it, but if you see it, it looks like a resume.
You understand why these moon pie jokes was flying off earlier, right?
Why?
We'll talk after the podcast. Okay. Communication.
I'm confused.
Similar to the last 2 points, overall communication is essential for all pleasure seekers to be happy and also satisfied in their journey of sexual exploration. So I think one thing about it, and this is just me, I'm a real go with the flow type of person. So I think it's good to be able to negotiate scenes prior to, but don't make me give you an outline for the evening, because I feel like that takes the excitement out of it.
That wouldn't make you give me an outline.
No. But what I'm saying is okay. So we done had this conversation. We done had this conversation. I know you would, because you like to be in control. Of course. But no. See, like, if you tell me I like this, and this, I already figured out, okay, I need to do this first. I'm gonna do this there. I'm gonna do this here. 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 And what makes it exciting for the other person is being able to just, for me at least, is going with the flow, because I want her to be surprised and enjoy the moment. Because a lot of times, man, like too often, we are already compressed, especially as adults, man. I remember when I was young, I ain't had shit to do. I could fuck all weekend. You know what I'm saying? For real, I could fuck all weekend. Now I'm lucky if I even have the time and energy to get it in twice in a weekend. You know what I mean?
Sex, bro.
And facts, married people sex.
I love telling folks, like, what's married people sex? When you get married, you will know exactly what married people
absolutely
sex. I feel like couples who cohabitate, well, I won't say when you first start cohabitating, it's different.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fuck all the time.
Like 6 months down the road, couples who cohabitate and married people all have married people sex. Married people sex is when you don't know what married, because like I was talking to this guy on a Discord server, and he was like, I've never heard of married people sex. Me and my wife don't have married people sex.
Sure you don't.
And then when I described married people sex, he was like,
I have married people sex.
I had to for people who don't know, married people, now don't get me wrong, married people sex is not bad sex.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's just with married people sex, we both here. We already know why we're gathered here today. We already know. We know why we here. Right. So we just gonna hop to it. Sometimes you add the bells and the whistles, but it's like, we just gonna fuck. We gonna come. We gonna go finish washing the dishes. It's like that is married people sex. It's not bad sex and it's pleasurable, but it's just like you don't need extra shit with married people sex. It's like, we know why we here. What the fuck? We ain't gotta like. Well, we ain't gotta be like, okay, are we gonna do it? This what position we go? You ain't gotta do all that talking.
You don't.
We know why we here. We know what we gonna do.
We're here to achieve a goal.
Yes, that is married people sex.
And we're gonna get here,
not the dishes,
by hook or by crook.
Yo, Celeste had a good question I wanted to get to, guys.
What's the question?
She says, should fetishes be discussed fully before a relationship to avoid confusion?
In my opinion, I think so. And I say that because what you don't want to do is get deep in with somebody, and then you just spring something on them, and they be like, "Wait, what the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? Like
a lot of people aren't sexual compatible, and I feel like a lot of relationships end because people are not sexual compatible. Say it works with some people when you're not sexually compatible. But I feel like, because I'm a huge, this is going to sound really bad. I'm sorry, church people. Well, if you church people and you here, you know what you're here for.
Yep.
But I fully 100% support a sexual relationship before marriage. Because just imagine you done married this person, you done fell in love with this person, and now y'all on the wedding night, y'all about to fuck, and he come out in a tutu and heels. And like, okay, baby, I'm ready, and you ain't into that.
You wouldn't buy a car without test driving it.
Exactly. We would not buy a car without test driving. I'm not finna fucking connect myself for the rest of my life to bad dick. Then I gotta sit there and think about all the good dick I left behind.
You think about not even that. You think about this. You wouldn't buy a car without test driving it. Most people max keep a car, what, 10 years? Most people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Unless you like me, I keep it until it die. But you know what I mean? Most people, you know, you get a lot of people, they always trade their car in like that. So what is that?
So let's say putting a ring on some bad pussy. Damn.
But just I feel like you should just I feel like discussing your kinks and fetishes should be as normal as any other. I feel like people should, like, I know a lot of people say, even if you don't do the sex, like there's some people, and I fully 100% respect people who
sex is a major part of any relationship.
Even if you
but if you plan on spending the rest of your life with somebody,
talk about
please make sure y'all sexually compatible.
Even if you don't, if your religion or whatever says, we cannot do without sex. Like we can't do sex before marriage. You can still talk about the things you may be interested in, the things you may have heard of. I mean, shit, there's plenty of food I've never tried, but I'm like, damn, that look good. You don't have to try something to know you. You don't have to have eaten something to know you are curious about it. I feel like all married couples should sit there and talk about the weird shit, because you don't want to, you don't want to get married and then all of a sudden y'all are arguing because the honeymoon phase is over and y'all sex life is not as great as it could be because y'all aren't sexually compatible. And I feel like sexual compatibility, people don't talk about. I feel like I would say that sexual compatibility is right up there with finances. I feel like sexual compatibility is right up there with finances when it comes to choosing a partner. Because y'all don't have to like all the same, especially if you're going to be in a monogamous relationship. You don't have to like all the same things, but you got to be willing to find some sort of middle ground. But if your partner got a foot fetish and you don't like your feet touched, that ain't going to work out.
No, facts.
And I feel like sexual incompatibility is one of the main reasons people cheat. Because if you read like brothel stories or prostitute stories, stuff like, or sex worker stories, they talk about how the clients come in, and also we here at the podcast say sex work is valid and real work.
Yep.
And if they are, you're taking money out of your household because now your partner has to go out and pay to get this thing they like, and you don't want to have to set that tone of people cheating and everything in your relationship. So just talk about it. Just say, okay, I'm interested in this. And one thing that I will stand, if I could stand up right now and stand on top of that thing and yell it to the moon. Do not kink shame your partner, and do not humiliate or embarrass your partner. If they are, unless they say something that does not like involve non-consenting parties, or if you're in an interracial relationship and they try to spring some race play on you and you ain't into that, stuff like that, stuff that is harmful or hurtful, if it's just don't kink shame your partner. Don't make somebody feel humiliated, because if you're going to be with somebody, and it ain't even got to be a marriage, if you decide to enter a long-term relationship with somebody, don't shame them for them feeling like it's okay to bring this thing to you. Because I've talked to people who have told me that, you know, they brought something they like to their partner and their partner made them feel bad. You wouldn't even want to set that tone in your relationship to humiliate your partner. Like, it may not be your thing, but if it's just something that you just despise and can't do, that's one thing. But open your mind up. You never know what you like until you try it.
And see, I'm glad that you brought that up. That was the next thing that I wanted to talk about. You know, because the thing about it is that a lot of us have different layers to what we do. Mm-hmm. And no matter if it's societal, religious, cultural influences, like all of those things are a lot different. But you have a lot of people who grapple, like, I mean, they wrestle with themselves about their desires because they feel this pressure, like society is going to judge me if I like this or if I say I like that. And that is where it becomes difficult for people to really be themselves. Mm-hmm. Be a safe space for your partner. Approach it with an open mind. I mean, it might not be something that you like. It might be something that you find odd, but I think a lot of the times that people have something that piques their interest. And if you love your partner and you respect your partner, be open to listening to what they have to say. You know, it could be fantasies. It could be fun thoughts. It might just be something that turns them on. It might not necessarily be nothing that they need all the time or that they desire. And I think that if you have that open and honest communication, that you are able to come to that compromise, which actually brings me to kind of the follow-up that I wanted to talk about with you and with our guests that we have here on this live. We appreciate everybody for joining us. Do you think that you can have do you think that you can have a successful relationship with a partner that is not into kink if you're into kink?
No. Personally, no.
And why do you say that?
Because kink is a big part of my life. I finally got into the point of my life where I am comfortable in kink and I am comfortable expressing myself. Mm-hmm. And I've gotten to this point where I indulge in my lifestyle. I spend money on educating myself on my lifestyle. I love this lifestyle. And for my partner to not share, like if it's like my primary, I hate the word primary, but like my nested partner, because, you know, polyamorous, if my primary partner, like my husband, could not enjoy kink with me, I couldn't be with him, because my sex life is very important to me when it comes to a partner. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't repress that side of me. I would be miserable.
I don't think that. So
personally, I feel like it can work, but personally,
I don't think that you have to repress it if you are open and honest with a partner that understands and respects you. Mm-hmm. I think that if you can open those lines of communication, even if it's something that your partner isn't into, if they respect you and they love you, and you have that honest, open communication, and you're able to establish those boundaries, you know, and the same thing that you have boundaries in everything that you do. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that makes it any different or any more difficult. If you have a partner that's just not into kink and they don't respect the fact that you're into kink, and it makes a big difference. Yeah. And they kink shame you. And it's a huge part of your life, then that's just not somebody that you should be with.
See, I like that.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right, Celeste. There can be some compromise. But exactly, that's the thing. You know, a lot of times we choose to do things that make our partners happy. And I think that it can always be reciprocal if you come to that compromise.
Yeah, you don't have to understand the kink. Like something as simple as feet. Like, you're not, like Celeste said, you may not like feet, you may not be into feet, but I mean, what do you stand to lose by letting your partner play with you? Unless you just hate your feet being touched and you can't stand the thought, that's one thing. But if you don't have those kind of drawbacks, I mean, what do you stand to lose by letting your partner touch and worship and play with your feet? You really don't stand to lose. You get pedicures and all that, because most people with foot fetishes will pay to keep whomsoever they see in feet did. So you get free pedicures out the deal. I mean,
can you put that question back? I mean, put that comment back up. Yeah. Ariel had a comment. She said, I could if they were comfortable with me exploring it elsewhere. I don't want to give up kink. So if I was with someone who was unwilling to participate, I would need an outlet as a part of our relationship contract. You know what? I absolutely agree. Mm-hmm. And that is where that understanding has to come into place. I think a lot of times we sacrifice a lot of ourselves and who we are for our partners. And if in relationships are give and take. And so if you give and you give and you give and you give and you give, and they're not willing to reciprocate in some form of fashion, like I said, I mean, maybe that's just somebody that's not for you. Yeah. But yeah, man. So we got a lively chat, and in this new format, we plan on doing a lot of Q&A, and we plan on doing a Q&A section. So please send your questions in. We actually want to go ahead and start taking a few of these now. So yeah, let's see what we got on the board here.
All right. Science says, what do you say to people that have a higher sex drive than their partners?
Whew. I mean, it's one of those things that is like, because I feel like sex drive is one of those things that is hard to compromise on. Because if your partner is just not in the mood, you can't really force them to be in the mood. Or if they start faking it, it can make it uncomfortable. Yep. I would try to explore, like if it was a sudden sex drive change, I would try to explore, okay, do you have any outside stimulus that is causing your sex drive to decline? Or if somebody just had, and if there's something we can work on to make you more comfortable sexually, then we can talk about it. But if you, and I speak this from personal experience because my partner went through something which caused a decline in their sex drive. And I understood because of the thing that they went through. So it's something like, okay, is this something we can work through and help you feel more comfortable? Sometimes you have to be there for your partner if they're going through something, and sex shouldn't be the priority. But on the other hand, if you're with somebody, that's why I said sex before marriage. If they have a naturally low, some people just have a naturally low sex drive. And it's okay to have a naturally low sex drive. But I feel like those are things you should talk about before you get married or decide to enter a long-term relationship. It's like, okay, how often would you like to have sex? Like, what do you think is, I'm going to pose that question. What do you think is the proper amount of sex for a couple that lives together?
See, that's a hard.
What would you say? I know there's no right answer.
Twice a week?
I feel like twice a week is a good compromise. I feel like if you go up from twice a week, it's like, oh, damn, we done fucked 4 times this week. But also, if you go like to once a week, I don't think once a week is horrible either.
I don't think once a week is horrible. So
when you work and all of that, once a week is not that bad.
So talking about, as far as what do you say?
Just talk to them.
Yeah, that's all it can be. Now, let me also say this. I know some people who their sex drive may be just as high, but they also treat it like they treat it like a chore. Like, I don't want to, they're never going to initiate, but they want it just as bad as you. But if you don't initiate, then you just don't have sex. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I would love, for that to happen. What's that say? Live-ins no less than once a day, separate households twice or more a week. Yo, I fuck with that. Like, and honestly, if you really, really care for your partner and that's just not their thing, masturbation can be your best friend. Just being honest. Just being honest. Masturbation can be your best friend. And more importantly, learn your body. Like, I know people, they be like, oh, I don't masturbate. I don't do that. I can get the real thing. Why do you not masturbate? Masturbation for yourself is actually healthy.
But masturbation, I'm telling you, masturbation will keep you from doing dumb shit.
It really will. Like,
you'll be like, I'm finna hook up this motherfucker. Be like, hold a minute.
Go get that nut out real quick.
And it be like,
yo, think that clarity that you get, that post-nut clarity is fantastic. What do you say? Barbershop sounds.
Yo.
I
mean, you really can, get you a good, what we're gonna do some. I'm gonna have to do some top 3 toys.
Shit.
And everything. This is gonna be something we're gonna have to talk about later on, them good toys. Because sometimes you be like, I got this one motherfucker. Like, I've had I've had this damn vibrator. 5, 6. Damn.
A long time.
I've had this bitch 7 years.
Shit.
7 or 8 years. His name is Mr. St. James. And that has been it's like a wand. It's like a Hitachi wand.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually don't get a lot of toys off Amazon. But it was off Amazon. And it is the best fucking toy I've had. You know what? Now that I'm talking about how old it is, it's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep talking about how long I'm gonna cry. Because it's like the perfect, it's my favorite. Old Faithful. I got that thing when I was very single and sexless, and that thing done brought me a mighty long way.
Very single and sexless.
Bro, I was man, when I was celibate by force, it ain't even got a cord. It's cordless. It's wireless.
Mm.
And it was right when wireless toys really started coming out. You know, they started making and it's rechargeable. Yo, I had to talk to Mr. McTitties because he'll be like, I'll be like, baby, can you plug up my toy? And this nigga had it plugged, charging into his PlayStation in the public living room.
I've done that.
Like, nigga, I mean, we don't have company.
I've done that.
We don't have company for real, but it's like, damn, you
it's got 2 USB ports, so I mean, one for me, one for you. So
that is shared. But yeah, so yeah, I love, man. So masturbation is one of those things. It's like, like I said, it saves you, gives you clarity. And you know, maybe you'll feel okay. You're like, okay, I want to have sex, my partner doesn't. You go or you can ask, you can find if your partner has a low sex drive. You don't have to necessarily have penetrative sex. You can ask them, okay, if you are someone with a vagina, you can be like, okay, do you want to use a toy on me? Are you up to using the toy on me? You can do oral sex. I mean, they have toys for penises and vaginas now. You can say, okay, do you want to just, use a toy on me? Or do you want to just do oral sex? Can we because some people may not be feeling up to having actual sex, but they're like, okay, I'll throw this hair in a ponytail. I feel like there are other methods of intimacy that you can try. Like, you can get each other off without having that necessarily penetrative sex, if that's the issue. They have sex toys that all they got to do is do this on their phone. Like, it takes no effort. They just stroll on their phone and do that.
Ari says, I've never got the appeal of masturbation. It's literally our last resort. My sex drive will just turn itself off. It's been long enough. Shaking my head.
Can be me.
Yeah, I don't masturbate. I'm slowed down on how much I masturbate. And it's probably because this is the longest relationship I've been in. And this is the longest time I've cohabitated. We made 5 years together. This nigga been putting up with me for 5 years. Ain't that something?
Them hands don't replace that meat, though.
Not
Celeste, you a man.
I love you. I love Celeste. She had me rolling the whole time.
Uh-oh.
No, we got some more.
Hold up. Oh, Cara says I'm horrible at it.
How you horrible at it?
So this is just my opinion, and I know we got a lot of ladies out there. If you don't know your body, how do you expect for a man to be able to please you if you don't know what pleases you?
See, what you do is you take a mirror and you put the mirror in front of your vacucci. And you look and you poke at it while you looking at it open in the mirror, and you poke at it and you find the spots that look good. I've never done this before a day in my life. And you poke at it and you find what you like. Like, I used to have a bit of a masturbation addiction in my younger life. Like, one time I found out, man, you know what? I said I'm gonna be transparent with y'all this season. I skipped class to masturbate because I knew my roommates had class at the same time. I literally skipped class to masturbate.
The trip comes so fast, 30 seconds flat.
Hey, but you know what? That's the thing, and that's why masturbation, it can help you gain that clarity, because you know how to get you off much better than anybody else does. I could get head for 30 minutes and be still like, oh, okay. But let me find the right video.
Boy, what?
30 seconds. If I need it quick,
out of there.
Bam.
We've already had this conversation. We're not going into our fourth season. Y'all judging me for my porn purpose.
Finish your story though. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
My story.
Yeah, finish your story. You was telling the story. You was talking about your masturbation habit.
Yes. I had a really bad masturbation problem. Like it was to the point where I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like for years, I had a really bad masturbation problem. I knew my roommates had class. So I was like, oh, ain't nobody gonna be in the dorm. So I like skipped class to go masturbate because I knew wasn't nobody gonna be in there.
Hey, you gotta get it when you can get it.
Masturbate.
And then get it when you can get it.
One time, I fell asleep, and this is before we had like smartphones with good porn. I fell asleep with my porn open on my damn laptop, and I to this day don't know if they saw it because my laptop was in the bed with me. And I'm like, if they saw it, they didn't say shit. But it's like, you know, I'm so glad one of my roommates is not active on Facebook and the other one unfriended me because I don't want them. I would hate if they popped in and be like, well, actually.
That's funny.
We gonna leave that a mystery, but I left my porn on there. But I used to could masturbate in like a minute and 30 seconds. I can get myself off.
I got a comment I want to click on.
Okay.
It was a little bit further back. I missed it. Says, I was also told using the toy is disrespectful to your relationship.
Motherfucking lies.
See, I was in a relationship with my baby daddy was like that. He was like, but also he was short jabbing with bad dick. So.
I think that you have to be insecure to not want to use toys in the bedroom. Just being honest.
They are
I feel
a friend, not a foe.
I was just finna say,
Y'all both went somewhere just now.
We did. Like, I can't do it all as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? And being perfectly just flat out. Sometimes when it's good, you can't stop it. Sometimes when you in there and it's good and you've been at it for a while, you be trying. I didn't say minute. I said you've been at it for a while.
That's 5 minutes.
I ain't say 5 minutes, man. I'm talking you in that bit 30, 40 minutes. And you done been in it for a while, and then you getting ready to let go, and you trying to pull back because you know she about to. Oh, I'm finna come again. And she said that shit to trigger you. You be like, oh fuck, I can't stop it.
Yep.
But now I don't care if she done got 5 of them. To my one, I want that 6th one, and I'm greedy. Bring it here.
That last one, it'd be like that one that get cut out. Like you can come like 20 times, but like that one is like.
But if I'm exhausted, but that's what I'm saying. At that point, if I'm exhausted and I don't have the energy to get it back up, let me go grab one of these toys real quick and make sure I get that last one about you.
And then you can use toys to enhance your sex life.
Absolutely.
Like Mr. St. James, we have threesomes with Mr. St. James a lot because if you put like a really good vibe, still do them like, man, you know what the worst feeling is in the world? That made me think about something. When you fuck somebody, then you gotta go get a vibrator to finish you off because the sex was that bad. You like, I could have stayed here with my vibrator, ate some nachos, and went to sleep. You know,
that's tragic.
Like, not that you've been having good.
Where does the nachos come in? I'm sorry, that just caught me off guard. Is that a thing?
I got the munchies.
Am I masturbating wrong?
I got the munchies.
I like how she tried to throw that jab at me, but it's cool. I'm just going.
The minute.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
I was gonna say your knees got better since last season.
Since I've been doing my squats and working out, I can ride the fuck out of the dick now. Thank you.
Hey.
Congratulations. It took you long enough. Anyway.
Hey, I had good money. And then I was talking about.
You say you got the munchies. I'm finna go get you some moon pies.
I ain't that home.
You like cream pies, but you don't like moon pies.
But my gate got a guard, and he this nigga, he almost at retirement age, and I'm getting fucking nervous that he gonna give out on me. You know how that old man been guarding this building for 20 years. He 1 year retirement, and he died.
There's a link.
I keep getting so scared that this motherfucker is gonna die on me because like I'm going into my 9th year with this bitch, and it's like he is fucking 8 for 8 years. In July, I will be 9 years with this IUD. What if this bitch go out in the last year?
You know how they have dog years? Do they have like sex toy years?
No, I'm talking about IUD. My gate got a guard, my IUD.
I didn't realize you was talking about.
He said I like cream pies, not moon pies.
I said she like cream pies, not moon pies.
And I
just
said my gate,
y'all talking about.
My gate got a guard. You know what? I got that from Raina. Raina said that one time. She said her gate had a guard, and when I heard Raina say that, That was the funniest shit I ever heard, and I just had to take it from him.
Hey,
My gate got a guard, but this motherfucker.
love you right up.
Absolutely.
Hey, rest in peace. But y'all, when she said, I was like, damn, that's a good way to describe it. My gate got a guard.
Hey, special guest just walked in. Hey, slut buckets.
Oh, we're so new. Let's cover ourselves. Mom walked in. Hey, today.
Shout out to Mrs. Feet and Asses in the building.
But yeah, no, it's just one of those. It's like, now I keep thinking, because I keep having nightmares about like a baby coming out and just like clutching the IUD, like,
That's fucking hilarious.
like that is my fear, that I'm gonna
Gotcha,
get
bitch.
pregnant, and like this motherfucker just comes out with the IUD.
Holding the IUD.
You know that happens.
Wow,
Babies
yeah,
do that shit.
yeah,
They
I've
actually
heard.
come out because they be grabbing in the womb
Yeah,
and they be holding the motherfucker.
that's crazy.
That's wild.
And it's like, that is my biggest fear. This motherfucker be like, gotcha. Like, I'm gonna punch your ass across the room.
That's funny.
But yeah,
Actually, photo of a baby that's born that way. I'm about to Google that
I
shit.
seen it. They be born like it'll be attached to their head. Like the babies be like outsmarting the fucking. Because you know, I
Yeah,
always
deceased.
imagine, because how the copper IUD works is it sends out copper ions to kill the sperm cells.
Mhm.
So you know that what's that game that the arcade game where it was like the little aliens they doing this.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. I always think about it like it's a game of Space Invaders. And you know how when you playing Space Invaders, that last fucking one,
Mm-hmm.
I always get, and you know how a lot of people can never get that last one. When I think about my IUD, I always think about it's gonna be that one fucking sperm that it's gonna miss.
Hey, slide. I got you, bitch.
Right.
Like it only take one, all the millions of sperm. It just gotta miss one of them motherfuckers.
That's funny.
And I just think about that, and
That's funny.
and then I lay down and get another cream pie.
Do we have any more? Do we have any more questions from our esteemed listeners this evening?
Thank y'all for sticking with us. Some of y'all been here since the beginning. We appreciate y'all. We have missed y'all so much. And we just thank y'all for hanging out with us during our break.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
we got
for
so
this.
many plans for this season, man. So
And
we
if
really
this-
excited.
If
For
this
y'all.
episode sets the tone, we're gonna have a fun ass season, but you're not in charge of snacks. Don't worry. You're not in charge. I bring my own snacks.
As long as it's not dirt. So so what's that say?
Love y'all.
Oh, we love y'all too, man. Check this out. So we also want to introduce two new things. We're gonna have our question of the week, and we are also going to start our ABCs of the safe word. So, with that being said, we are actually going to hit y'all with the first of our ABCs this evening. So, A is for what? What do you have?
A is for asphyxiation. And that is breath play. That is when people a lot of people who like to be choked and like they be choked and have like their breath cut off. Asphyxiation, you know, some people like to be smothered. Some people like to have their breathing fully restricted.
Like a Waffle House hash brown.
Fuck Waffle House. Some people like.
Oh yeah, you like
The fuck?
nasty ass hash browns. Anyway, go ahead.
You know, I have got vegan sausage now.
Oh Jesus. Okay,
But yeah,
asphyxiation.
asphyxiation is like breath play. It's like people who like to cut off their breath. People like choking. You know, we've talked about the proper way to choke. Now, if you're gonna choke somebody, you're gonna do it from the shit. Damn, I can't.
Sides.
Thank you. I ain't got the one
Sides.
hand. The sides. Because you're gonna be restricting the blood. I mean, some people, you got a big enough hand, you can restrict the blood flow on the sides, and it's the blood. But some people went from arousal to hash brown. I mean, hash brown is a very good after sex snack. Don't ask me how I know it. But
I mean,
you ain't never fucking be like, damn, I want some hash browns from Chick-fil-A.
I just said no, hell no. I'd be like, damn. Whew. Want to go to Waffle House?
yup.
That's
it.
If somebody, I would try to unfuck you. If I fuck somebody, I'm like, ooh, let's go. I'm like, all this good pussy, you want to take me to Waffle House?
That is the definition.
But he can take you to IHOP and you okay?
I'm fine with pancakes. I love pancakes.
Anyway,
smell like wet carpet outside.
At least you
God.
gotta,
He said outside. Oh God.
you gotta fight. Did you not see that Super Saiyan bitch in Waffle House?
That's
Man.
every Waffle House.
I
know.
That ain't nothing new.
If they ain't outside smoking a cigarette when I get down with the food. Anyway, my A is gonna be aftercare.
Ooh, that's
My A is aftercare. Aftercare is when you take the time to basically recover after sex.
That's
And more importantly, you are evaluating each other's emotional needs, the physical needs. And specifically for what my primary thing is, which is the BDSM community. And when you are engaging in, especially a lot of impact play, being flogged or sensation play or wax play or things of that nature, you always want to take the time for aftercare with your partner. And I mean, this can be even in your vanilla relationships. I know we talking kink and I know we talking, BDSM and all of that, but in just your traditional relationships, you know, that moment after you finish having sex when y'all just kind of cuddle up with each other and y'all are in that moment, that is technically aftercare. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where there are things and titles and names for things that we do every day with our partners, but we don't necessarily know.
Relationships, like, I mean, aftercare is more. I would argue that it's more important because of the things you do in BDSM. But I really feel like aftercare and just talking to someone and cuddling someone, and just having that come down with them. I mean, if you want to like fucking bounce, that's your thing. But if you want to sit there and cuddle, and because I'm not much of a cuddler. Unless I really like it. I'm more like, you still here?
You like to be the big spoon, don't you?
I hate being the big spoon.
Really?
Really?
I like to be the little spoon.
So you want to be in control the whole time and then be like, hold me, bitch.
Yeah.
You still in control. That's why you like to be the little spoon.
I like to be the little. I mean, I'll be the big spoon because Andrew likes to be the little spoon too. But I was like, I'll be the little spoon, but I'm in the big spoon if I need to. But I prefer to be the little spoon.
You know the craziest part about it is that I think a lot of men like to be the little spoon, and they probably won't admit it. But it's something about like that coochie heat. It's like,
my God. Talk about it, please.
So
talk about it, please.
Oh shit!
No. You laughing, but there is something about coochie heat. Pussy paradise. I don't know. Like
coochie heat, yeah.
Like it's there is something about that warmth that just kind of radiates off of you.
Heat radiates, y'all.
It does. When that heat radiates off of your body, and a guy can feel that. Yeah, I can feel it on my back.
On your back.
I can feel it on my back, and it's like the back of like a PlayStation. Like it's warm on the back, but it's so comforting. I don't know what it is about it, and a lot of men aren't going to admit that. Yes, like PlayStation heat, bro. If you ain't never smelled the back of PlayStation,
PS4 heat.
Yes. Let me tell you something. Warm coochie heat. After I'm gonna ask Andrew about it. The next time that you get ready to get in bed, I'm telling you, just ask him about it. I guarantee you, he's probably thought about it, but never actually said anything to.
I'm gonna tell everybody you said that.
If I'm the big spoon, I'm finna cinch the half your back with my coochie.
Chancey, I can't stand you.
That is funny as fuck.
Oh my God, I can't wait to tell everybody you said that too.
That's funny as shit. What's your B?
B. I'm sorry, coochie heat.
Hey, it's hashtag. It's a movement.
Hashtag coochie heat. Oh, side note, we got new merch coming this season too. Y'all be ready for that.
Oh my God, you gonna put your coochie heat on my back?
Well, Ariel said she'll put her boobs on your back and rub your belly.
You like
know
you
you
love
love it too.
You love titties. Ariel has nice titties. If I do may so say myself respectfully, ma'am.
Every woman in here about to be side straddling.
Listen, and if you want to achieve maximum coochie heat and you the big spoon, you gotta throw your left leg over his left leg.
Ooh. Oh boy.
You got to throw your left leg. So now,
Then I can feel your heartbeat.
So now, there is airflow underneath the ass cap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that radiates and whiffs and it carries the coochie heat even further.
I'm still stuck on Siege.
Yo, listen, I'm telling you, it's like a back from PlayStation 4. Y'all just make sure. I'm talking about Eon. Like,
hey, baby,
oh god,
that's bro. Listen,
some coochie. That leg in a circle. Okay, you said when you the big spoon or you the little spoon?
You gonna put your leg across them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Andrew do like the
somebody said I don't care how mad you are on me, put your damn leg on me so we can go to sleep.
Yo, we done did that before. Cause I remember one time I was mad at him about some petty shit. It wasn't like a real argument. And then he did that to me one time because because Andrew liked to take my socks off and rub his feet against my feet and let him go to sleep. And I can't stand there like, nigga, leave my socks on. Like, stop fucking taking my socks off. So, and one time I was like, nigga, don't you cuddle me. He's like, shut your ass up.
You can sleep in socks.
Yes.
Butt ass naked in socks.
I have been butt ass naked in socks a lot.
I can't.
I don't like my feet to be cold.
I don't like my feet to be hot. I can't sleep in socks.
I love socks.
If I fall asleep in socks, sometime during the night they come off. And
then you can't find one of them.
Yeah, you can't. They be caught up in the blanket. You be looking for the hell for 2 weeks.
I'm gonna even amp it up. My mother-in-law bought me these thick ass, comfy, like they like really thick socks, like hot as fuck. But I got like this soft material on the inside, and I will be butt naked and pull them bitches on, and they be so comfy. Like, I do not like my feet to be hot. Only kind of socks I don't like. If I'm in socks and I step in water, that's gonna fuck up my day.
That is what. So, I hate wet socks.
I hate.
I can't stand wet socks.
I was so mad because I was trying to struggle. That was when I first had surgery, and I stepped up. Well, like, I just start cringing. Like, I cannot stand wet socks on me. But I sleep in. I wear socks most of the time.
You can't peel your socks off with your feet.
I couldn't really. It was hurting to move. Just
okay. I was gonna say, bro, I am a ninja.
Like, see, it's better now because the swelling on. But right when I first had it, like any kind of bending over or movement other than sitting still, be hanging on. So, no, I like to keep my socks on. Like, I will be.
I can't do it. Like, I specifically have like thong shoes, like flip flops that I only use in the house. Like, I keep them in the shower. Like, when I get out the shower, they are there. I dry my feet, I step immediately onto them, and then I walk away.
See, I need some more slippers because I just put on socks. So like slipper shoes, like slipper socks, and I'll put them on. But I cannot stand like I gotta have my feet be feeling cold and just want, like, my feet get cold in the night and make me mad. But Andrew he's like, them socks making me hot. I'm like, these my feet. And I'm like, and then I realized they make him hot because he gotta rub his feet on. He gotta play footsie.
And
to go to sleep.
And the craziest thing about it is that, like, I normally wear something to bed. I don't care if it's a t-shirt and some shorts. I can wear clothes and be under the blanket, and I'd be okay. But let me put socks on. I need to take everything off. Socks make me hot. I don't know, man.
Like they said, when you sleep naked, what if a fire break out? Happened to me before.
Oh Lord.
I put on pants, put my bra in my pocket, and threw a jacket on.
Hey man, if I get some shirts made that say #coochie heat, y'all gonna buy them?
Oh God, I am.
Please.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our merch store up and running because we got too many of these.
We got way too many ideas.
Coochie, #coochie.
So before we get out of here, our anonymous question of
oh shit, did I ever do my B? We'll save B for next time.
No, did you do your B? I thought you did your B.
I started laughing at Coochie Heat again.
Oh, well no, give me your B. I got a B.
What's your B?
You got your B. You got your B.
Hey.
What's your B?
I want a trucker hat with that.
My B is gonna be BDSM because a lot of people do not.
I knew
know-
you was gonna do that. Go ahead.
I know a lot of people don't know what BDSM stands for, and it stands for bondage, discipline, sadomasochism. I feel like that's a really good bait for people. Like I'm into the BDSM, but they don't know what the B, the D, the S, or the M stand for.
And we're gonna tackle that a little bit later. I mean, I know we've talked about this before for the people that have been with us, but you gotta also understand that there's a lot of people that are finding us for the first time. So we try not to overshare. And I know sometimes some of this stuff, some of you know, some of it you may not know, or you have an idea. So we want to make sure that we include everybody. You know, when we start to tackle a lot of this stuff when we're talking about it. My B is going to be
Booty. I love booty.
You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna give y'all something that you've probably never heard before.
Oh shit!
It's called basoexia.
What's that?
Basoexia is arousal caused by kissing.
Ah, okay.
That is a weird
I have that.
Basoexia is arousal caused by kissing.
Well, I have basoexia.
Yeah.
Most people do.
I get aroused by kissing.
And if you get aroused by kissing, guess what? Welcome to the kink side, my friend.
Hey, you dirty bitch.
So before we get out of here, we have our
Happy
anonymous
Christmas.
question of the week. And our anonymous question says, hello, Mystique and Mr. Everlasting. I would like for you guys to give me some advice. I want to know, what do you tell a potential hookup, or how would you tell a potential hookup that they have bad body odor?
That's a really good question. I feel like either way it goes, that is going to be an awkward conversation.
It's definitely going to be an awkward
And
conversation.
I feel like it's so funny because it's like the person, like, it's like that's one of those situations where it's not about you, but you're more embarrassed to tell the person that they stink than you. Because, like, I went to college with a girl who, like, she stank so bad that she, like, fucking permeated. Like, we knew she was coming, like, oh, she in the cafeteria. Like, she, like, when she entered the room, the smell just spread. It's bad future heat. And it was like, but somebody tried to tell her that she stank one time, and she got mad and defensive. So I feel like most people are going to jump to the defensive because they're embarrassed. So I think you just have to be open and honest and tell them, you know, okay, you know, as a friend, your coochie heat done went sour. Or your balls must, I don't know. It's awkward. Like, I don't know if I could say that. It's so awkward. It's like, even you, and I love you to death, I don't even know if I could tell you stink. Because I would feel so bad.
I don't think I would ever allow anybody to get to that point. I would try not to, at least.
Like, how do you have that conversation? See, I prefer passive aggressiveness. I'm like, oh my God, hey, Bath and Body Works is having a sale. I got you some here. Like, I prefer that approach. And pray they use it.
Nah, fuck that. Listen, these is where the hard truths come into play. And I think that if it's somebody that you are looking to pursue, or even if it's just somebody that you're looking to have a fling with, what we talked about earlier, sex is supposed to be enjoyable.
Yep.
How am I supposed to enjoy fucking you if I got to close my nose the whole time? That ain't gonna work. Am I supposed to just wear masks the whole time we fucking?
Hey, Richard, they said a person can't offer me gun without me assuming I stink.
Bro, you know what? You know what? And here's the crazy part. Here's the craziest part about that. You are absolutely right. Because as much as I love gum, if I go buy gum, I don't think, they're gonna judge me and think my breath stink because I'm buying gum. No, I'm just buying gum. But if somebody come up to me and go, hey, you want a piece of gum? The first thing I say is, oh shit, my breath stink.
That's one thing I love about working.
So I mean, bro, I get it, but I also, I mean, but we talking about, you know, we talking about intimate teams, and when we talk about intimate teams,
I've definitely told a friend you look tardy sauce. You look tardy sauce. You
No,
One of my friends.
I think I'm just be real with you. I think that
It depends on how close y'all is.
Nah,
too, 'cause
fuck
like
that.
an acquaintance.
fuck
Mm.
that. If I plan on fucking them, I need to know them well enough to fuck them. And if I know them well enough to fuck them, I feel like I should be able to be like, hey, so come take a bath with me. Come take a shower with me.
Cause what if you take a bath and the bath don't work?
Mm.
Would you be willing to deep dive in folks?
I'm glad you said that because that brings us to Celeste's point. She said, I just feel as a woman that literally should be one of your main priorities is vaginal upkeep. It's hard to believe a woman doesn't smell herself before someone else does.
And so I'm glad that she said that. And I'm also, if the shower don't work, it's something deeper going on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't just body odor. This is something that is radiating internally.
I feel like you shouldn't.
Some dead, cuz.
If you're having sex with somebody, I feel like any kind of okay. I saw this story on Reddit, and it's not the same.
What the fuck?
What?
I'm sorry. Celeste just said something else. Celeste dropping gem. I ain't know that Listerine is your sex best friend. I'm scared to dip my
Ain't
nuts
that
in
gonna be
Listerine.
minty?
Wouldn't that burn a little bit after a while? Because
I don't know about
when
that.
I'm gargling, at least the Listerine I use,
With the alcohol.
it's gonna kick up a little bit after
You know
about
what,
30
though?
seconds.
So I don't know.
I don't know how I feel if I seen a nigga pour a list.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one,
Y'all
Celeste.
gonna try it? I ain't got no ball. I'm gonna wait to Andrew sleep.
I'll try it. I'll try this. I'm gonna do a little splash.
I use peppermint soap.
I gotta get some from India.
So the minty doesn't bother me. But the alcohol part.
Now
See,
they're
I
stringent. Yeah, they're strict. See, that's the part. The
Okay.
alcohol can burn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now what
Well,
you
witch hazel. Witch
yeah, that's
hazel
what that technically is an astringent. So yeah, I can see that.
kills the bacteria. And stuff.
You know what else kills bacteria?
What?
Hand sanitizer. And I know that sounds extremely crazy. So full transparency. A friend of mine, not on the private area, but I was making the joke about the underarm thing, and she's like, "Boy, you should have just grabbed some hand sanitizer and threw it under your arms."
Yeah, no,
Because that it's gonna kill the bacteria under your arms,
Yeah.
and it's gonna help eliminate that
I've
smell.
seen people say rubbing alcohol and like a rubbing alcohol and like an alcohol pad. You can rub it under your armpits, and like the alcohol neutralize. You may be smelling like alcohol, but I think alcohol is
better than funk.
You right?
when the funk hits the fan.
Oh, the people want to run.
Not that.
No, but you know what? No, but seriously, I think that's a hard conversation to have. But you have to have it because I mean, let's just be real. Nobody wants to fuck anybody who sit down here saying.
What the comment saying?
Dane said, in the flirting phase leading up to sex, I'm letting her know how big on hygiene I am. Because there are things I want to do, and those things require proper hygiene. You nasty motherfucker.
Drink cranberry. Ooh, you put your mouth on fire.
Danae said, you can get BB that fucks some women up.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Make sure your partners are clean. And let's let's be clear. We're not trying to make this a man or a woman thing.
Right.
You know,
we just need different forms of hygiene because we have different. And I'm gonna tell you, I have to say something about this because I've heard people say this a lot. They're like, the vagina is self-cleaning.
Yeah.
That does not mean. See, people need to learn the parts of the pussy because the vagina is the canal on the inside. The canal on the inside, like up in there, is self-cleaning. But them labia fools, no, wash your labia. Damn, why did I have to demonstrate?
I mean, shit.
Wash your labia. Like the vagina is self-cleaning. That means the inside is technically the vagina. But your labia majorum and your clitoris, clean that. That is not self-cleaning.
Well, we getting some education in these comments. Do y'all hear me?
Let me see what it's saying.
All right, Celeste says women need nothing more than hot water in the labial region. If more is needed, there may be underlying. Chantel said you can use anything that has, forgive me if I mispronounce it, salicylic. There you go. That helps with the odor. Cool. Like with Stridex acne pads. I didn't know that. All right, keep a back of those. An old childhood friend told me a female left a dirt ring. Oh, that's a dirt ring. That's a hard stop for me.
A dirt ring, no.
That tells me two things. One, you were that dirty, and two, you ain't give a fuck enough to double check that tub before you left.
Yeah.
No.
That's trifling as fuck.
Yeah, don't disrespect my house like that.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, now see, I'm gonna challenge you to this because I've heard people say that the vagina only needs water, but I'm not brave enough to test that theory. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have nothing going on. I drink my water, drink my cranberry juice. I eat pretty well, so it's like I don't want to test the theory. Cause like, what if I be the fucking nigga that's like, oh, that shit didn't work for you? So I put like Dove soap, or like I'll get like a feminine wash like Honey Pot or Vagisil wash or something. I know those aren't great to put down there. I mean, I know they say you're not supposed to put soap. I don't put it inside. I wash my labia and the folds around my thighs. I know that you only need. People say you only need water, but I'm not testing the theory. No. Because I don't want to be like, ooh, somebody stank and it's my sit down air stank. Like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, and then there's everybody's body's different, so there's different levels of sensitivity when dealing with these, man-made products and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. I like to feel fresh. You know those commercials, you want to feel fresh and feminine? I would like to feel fresh and feminine. Thank you. I can't bring funky pussy to bed.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Did you say amen?
I said amen.
I feel like everybody wash your genitals because we here at the Safe Word, we believe that head is the
law. Head is the law.
Head is the law.
And I want to encourage everybody that is tapped in, and if you are listening to the actual podcast, once it drops, discover a kink. Discover your kinks. Don't run away from them. And then we want y'all to bring them back, and then we want y'all to tell us about them.
And if you have questions, we love questions.
Please send them.
We love questions.
Please like, share, subscribe. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. TikTok. Check us out on TikTok. And on that note,
this is Mystique.
This is Mr. Everlasting.
And this has been the Safe Word.
Safe Word.